Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about one stock that I think really could change the game. I've been making a lot of videos about single stocks recently, but I think this one is definitely in my top three for single stocks I would buy right now, probably my top stock to buy right now. So without further ado, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button. It helps me out a lot. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Let's get right into it. So the stock that we're here to talk about today is none other than CELH. This is Celsius Beverages, Celsius Holdings, whatever you want to call it. You guys are probably familiar with this company. They make energy drinks. Celsius Energy Drinks, they recently acquired Alani Nu. Pepsi has a big stake in them. They also own Rockstar. So Celsius has become kind of this conglomerate, kind of this bigger brand that is owning multiple named energy drinks. Recently, they had a pretty rough earnings report. The stock is down almost 23% in the past 3 months, and then we see it actually hit a 52-week low, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, 52-week low is $21, but they were, nearing that 52-week high. So we see Celsius was trading here at around $64. They were $64, and then boom, just off a cliff, all the way down to $40, $42. So it's been rough for Celsius recently. In the past, after this earnings right here, we see they hit $41. They're now at 42. So you didn't really miss out on much if you didn't buy them right after earnings. They haven't made, a crazy bounce back or anything yet. But I think the time is going to be very fast on that. I think they are going to bounce back very fast here. So I really would suggest to get in right now. They had a great earnings report. I'm not even going to go over their earnings report. I'm going to go over their investor presentation. So we have this right here. This is Celsius and PepsiCo expand long-term strategic partnership. But before that, I want to go over Market Dash. So Market Dash is a great platform right here. They give a lot of information that you can't find just from looking things up on the internet. And it's all right here in front of you. So I really, truly do enjoy using this platform. You guys can use my affiliate code down below. Just click on that link. It's a 7-day free trial with no obligation to you. You can quit anytime you want, before the 7 days are up, and it's literally no obligation. So try that out, guys. It's a great website. I really do like what they have on here. So we see the intrinsic value on Celsius is that they're going to go up, which is crazy. Excuse me. Which is pretty insane considering Celsius' PE ratio is pretty high right now. So that just goes to show how valuable Celsius actually is. 61% of these big names are bullish. Not a lot of them are holding a lot in their portfolio, but these are big companies that own every single stock in the stock market. But 451 institutional investors reported activity. So Celsius is a big stock. That's a lot. If you go on other stocks here, it's not 451. A lot of people are, not even talking about it. But also, amid this drop right here, Celsius has a pretty good upside. Their lowest price target on the upside is $60. That's their lowest. And then their highest is 74. So there's a good 30% window between those two. I really like to see that. We also see that in the past 3 months, some insiders bought 200K. That's a lot of Celsius. Especially that, if I'm not mistaken, they probably bought it. Or no. Okay, he bought it for $43. So this is very recent, actually. So he's saying the company dropped. I'm buying Celsius. It's a good time to buy. Look at their revenue. Look at their revenue this past quarter. They did really good. Celsius did really good on their revenue. There's no reason that this company should have fallen. There's, a couple rumors that this company's not doing as good as they usually are, but these happen every single earnings. But for the company to overreact and drop over 20% on an earnings report is pretty insane. That should never happen, honestly, with the company unless they just completely change their business plan and just they're about to go out of business. Dropping over, 10% on earnings is kind of crazy. Celsius is a volatile stock, but even then, not worth the drop. So this slideshow is actually very, very informative. So this is just the Celsius investor presentation. The highly compelling strategical rationale. So they have energy captaincy further aligns with incentives to strengthen relationship with PepsiCo and go-to-market strategy. So they now have these 3 big energy drink brands, and these are capturing a lot of different markets. There's a lot of people that enjoy each of these energy drinks separately. So Celsius is capturing that gym market. A lot of people that go to the gym, they want to stay fit. It's just a lifestyle thing. A lot of people drink 2 Celsiuses a day, which I don't think is healthy. I do not promote that. But I have seen it. I've seen people drink 2, maybe 3 a day, which is not good for you. Don't get me wrong. I would not suggest that. But Celsius is addicting. It's like Philip and Morris. If we go to Philip and Morris stock, they sell a lot of nicotine products, which is, classified as truly addicting. Caffeine is also addicting. But if we look at this one, year to date, it's up 28%. The past year, it's up 25%. The past 5 years, it's up 113% while paying almost a 4% dividend. Addiction makes money. Okay, so you're going to make some money investing in an addiction. That's the first thing. Celsius is addictive. Celsius is Alani Nu is also addictive. They have Alani Nu is doing a very great thing where they just target female consumers, but they do it so well because there's companies that only target females that that you're cutting off 50% of your customer base. You're cutting off a whole 50% of the world just targeting females, but Alani Nu, the way that they do it is it's very good. I mean, every female that drinks an energy drink is probably drinking Alani Nu or something bigger, maybe a Red Bull, because they're a bigger company. That's one of the only ones that is bigger. But Alani Nu is very, very big in the energy drink space, and they kind of came from nothing. So they're doing very well. Rockstar still a smaller one, but since Celsius has bought them, I think we're going to see a lot different of a direction that Celsius goes in. So I mean, this is a great example of this is PepsiCo distribution system. This is what it's expected to do to Alani Nu's distribution reach. It's expected to increase it by when you're already at 87%, increasing it to 98% is I mean, they're going to be in a lot of places, pretty much every single store. And then also with significant increased distribution and convenience. So that's very good as well. They're at 69. They're going to get to 98%. That's a big increase. So I feel really good about that. We see they did over $2 billion on their 2024 sales platform. Really like to see that. They have 20% category share, which is also great because there are some big dogs in the energy drink space. They're losing their spot. Celsius seems to be coming at them pretty hard, and especially with adding Rockstar, I really like where they are. They also have a high growth portfolio scale, so this is a very good representation of showing, just how close everyone is in the energy drink space. These smaller ones I'm not worried about at all. They have their little, niche market. These are all of these pretty much. I mean, besides these last two, I'd say, but Rain, Ghost, and C4 are all pretty gym based, I'd say. People that go to the gym. Not that these other ones aren't. But I mean, Red Bull is more of a lifestyle one, I guess. I mean, they're not even an energy drink company at this point. They're just doing stunts. I mean, come on. But Red Bull is definitely the biggest. That's by far. But then we add this up, we see that they actually have 20% category share of the combined portfolio. And if we actually go to the earnings, they have more now. So they're catching up with Monster. They're going to surpass Monster. They're going to. They have three businesses. They're going to, go past Monster. And once they go past Monster, the next dog that they're going to go for is Red Bull. And I think that's very possible. I think Celsius will overtake Red Bull one day just because they have Celsius and Alani Nu and Rockstar. Rockstar obviously not the biggest, but I think it has potential to be. So Rockstar Energy is additive to a total energy portfolio. I very much agree with this. I think that a lot of the times these businesses say some things on their presentations that are kind of like, I don't know if that's true. You're just trying to get me to buy the stock. But I actually do truly agree. I think Rockstar is a very, good addition to this portfolio. It very much rounds it out because where Celsius isn't is, the music scene, the gaming scene, the sports scene. Celsius is kind of more of a lifestyle. Alani Nu, same thing, kind of the gym, staying healthy. Rockstar is kind of this, underground cult fan base. I mean, I don't know. You could go into a lot of details and a lot of speculation of who's drinking Monsters, but at the end of the day, we know that that's pretty much it. That's who's buying Monster or not Monsters, Rockstars. My apologies. There's so many brands to keep track of with Celsius. I mean, they're growing their portfolio so well. So I mean, this is probably the most important slide. These are the key takeaways. So energy captaincy further aligns incentives to strengthen relationship with PepsiCo and go-to market strategy. PepsiCo knows what they're doing with drinks. Beverages is PepsiCo's strong suit. We look at their stock right here. PEP is their ticker symbol. They know what they're doing. They have a market cap of almost $200 billion. They're a dividend aristocrat. They're paying 3.83%. We look at the past 5 years. This company's not at that much, but I mean, all time, this is a company that's been around forever. They've been paying a huge dividend. And I mean, if you have grandparents or parents, they probably did invest in Pepsi if they have some stocks, just because it's a good dividend stock. You make 4% a year. I mean, that's not too shabby. So that's definitely a good thing with them. So number two, we see the expanded reach for Alani Nu in PepsiCo's distribution system significantly enhances the brand's availability. So what Alani Nu couldn't do before Celsius acquired them, which if you didn't know, they acquired them actually within the past year. It's been very recent. So what Alani Nu couldn't do is they didn't have these connections. They didn't have these, big brands out there talking for them, and they didn't have the connections to get into these big stores, get into every single convenience store. Like we saw up there, they're taking their reach from 69% to 98%. Very big jump. So that the fact that they partnered with, they sold their company, is very beneficial to Pepsi and Celsius because they know what to do with this. So number three, the addition of Rockstar creates a unified total energy portfolio to serve more people in more places more often. I very much agree that they're capturing a full market now that they have Rockstar. I think that before they had a very good part of the market, but now capturing Rockstar and having it under Pepsi's, control, I think they might do a whole rebrand. I wouldn't be surprised to see something along the lines of that, kind of get that back on the scene because they know what they're doing with marketing for sure, especially with Celsius. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a Rockstar full rebrand, and I think that could do very well for them. Also, this improves long-term financial structure, cash flow generation, and aligns with their incentives. So adding all three of these, having three companies under one name is never a bad thing. I mean, especially if they're all doing as good as Celsius is, Alani Nu is, and Rockstar's, coming back up there. So all great companies, all look very well in their portfolio. Pepsi knows what they're doing with beverages. If you guys want to check it out, like I said again, Market Dash, a lot of information here, very very helpful when I'm looking for what stocks to buy. So we see that, I mean, basically Celsius, I mean, I'd say it's a huge buy right now. There's no reason not to buy Celsius, in my opinion. It's, I'm up 56% on the stock. I bought it for a little bit less, but I definitely am going to dollar cost average down here. I mean, I went down 20% with all you guys. I'm holding it for the long term. So I'd say, even a leap makes sense on this. I'm holding shares because I, believe in Celsius beyond a leap, beyond 800 days. I think this company is going to hold up for longer. We saw with Philip and Morris past 5 years, it's up that much while paying a dividend. Celsius doesn't pay a dividend, so they're going to reinvest that money into the company, and it's going to grow more and more. So I really like this company. I think that, buying a leap makes sense. Getting in this one maybe, with almost a 90 delta. I wouldn't feel too bad about that if they rise 43%. Do I think they're going to do that? Yes, you make, a pretty good 50% of your leap right there. So that's pretty good to me. I mean, that sounds pretty good. But also one thing I wanted to point out that I like to point out with stocks that is not a telltale sign at all, but just something I always look at is, so we see the stock's all-time high is at $82. So this stock hit $82. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was even more. That's just the max time. But yeah, the stock hit $95, probably even more. But somewhere around $95 is this stock's all-time high. Do I think Celsius reached its all-time high in May of 2024? No. Celsius did not. I mean, me and you can both agree, I think, that Celsius did not reach its all-time high in May of 2024. They have a lot of room to grow here. I think that, buying it for $22 when it was that, probably better. But I think now is a great opportunity where if you didn't get the opportunity before, it hit $64. It's now at 42. You probably want to get in. They're going to be more than 95 eventually one of these days. So that's all I have for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to buy some shares of Celsius, but also subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. I really appreciate the support. It means the world to me. I'll catch you in another video tomorrow. Peace.